Alright, going live, right? There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and bump on into it. Go ahead and send this around through the Discord. And of course, get chat pulled up, keep an eye on it, yada yada, blah blah blah. You know how it is. And we're getting back into it. Oh wow. Check it, I beat the VOD viewers. Hey, welcome into Simplistic. Shoot, you beat me advertising. Give me a second, I'll be right with you. Shoot, I mean, we aren't even fully loaded in. I think that's a new record. Um, Alright, let me go ahead and get this spread around. My usual business. Alright. We are back. Harambe is in a town. And I'm going to need to fix up the bow. Fast as fuck, boy. Alright. Harambe in the house. Harambe in the house! Alright, let's first start by fixing this. Nope, not loading. Going to options. I'm going to just real quick fix the audio because that rain sounds holy bejesus. Have the music nice and faint in the background. And let's go ahead and get this fixed up so we can all see full screen. The old dealio. Now I guess we should continue walking towards Necrom because we were doing a bit of Daedric business. I mean, I know I could probably go back to Old Ebonheart and try to finish my job of finding a job for Scout, but like, you know, it's pretty far away. Tamriel Rebuilt is nice and big, and I want to just explore. And here, let me. There we go. Oh yeah, and 6-7. This is a cultivate. This is a cultivation towards the immortal realm. Aw, town. Yeah, yeah. This is definitely a very religious place. I ain't your Sarah, Sarah. Alright, well, I guess we should probably grab Isa, hit the road again, because I don't think there's much here. I remember trading last time. I mean, there was a little bit we could sell, you know, just trading our goods. Actually, is Harambe a religious man? Hmm. Hmm. I guess he's just differently religious, you know? Maybe. Just maybe. Um. Ugh. Hello, Isa. Grr? Stay here, Isa. Grr. Because I would just like to, I guess we can sell some stuff. Actually, wait a minute. That's right, I did try to sell some stuff last time. So they might not have that much gold. Hang on, let's... Grr? Alright, come along, Isa. Grr! Alright. Banana religion. Yeah, just a little bit of monkey business, you know. The usual. Now, on the road again. We better get to Necrom because we gotta learn about Daedra stuff and get a book on Daedra. You know, what exactly was the... Let's see here, because I remember we did the Roz quest, that was pretty fun. We ventured out here, which was a nice walk, it was pretty cool to see. Let's see here. Like, one of the first Magus Guild quests I had active back in what's-its-place, not Denusi. Let's see here. Might have been before the Ring of Euphora that we got it. Oh god. On Daedric Design. Yeah, at Tinnitus. Rare Books in Necrom. That's where we're supposed to find it, and I guess where we were, if I remember correctly, we were in this town here of Endothrin. It was a great house quest. I know there was a great house quest we had where it was like recruit someone in Old Emenhard. That was our most recent quest. And I just remember House Lalu just having a bit of a weird quest system. It almost feels half finished. I mean, I guess I gotta give it the benefit of the doubt. Tamriel Rebuilt is still being worked on, but like, I don't know. Either I'm missing something about House Lalu or is just, you know, like, not all the way fixed up yet. I guess I could go back to House Lalu, see if there's other stuff I could do. Maybe I could look stuff up, see if maybe I could find out what the game wants me to do in particular. But in the meantime, we're just going to walk Isa down to Necrom, and I guess we'll make that place our more permanent home, because it seems like it's been out of the way, and I think Harambe might actually make a good house there. We could just zip back and forth, you know, via Silt Strider. And I feel like it would be nice to give Isa a nice permanent home over in Necrom. I think it was getting a book in Endothrin, and then Harambe was like, nah fam, and run to that 2025 job hunting quest, which is impossible. Let's go ahead and pick up some speed here. Oh, we got a dungeon up here. Well, you know, more experience. Nothing wrong in training some skills. Grr? Stay here, Isa. Grr. Alright, let's go ahead and drop a Dungeon 1 save. Harambe is going to make a home in Necron. Uh-oh, which NPC are we going to kill? No. Alright, we got an Ancestral Tomb. The Gilneath looks like we got an enemy up ahead. Oh. We got a door to pick. Well, it just so happens that I don't have any lockpicks. I got a lock splitter. Yikes. Hmm. I do have Wild Open. Maybe Harambe has heat vision. It means he can see that you're hot. And also you're on a mini-map. Ugh. Hallelujah. Alright. Now, we're going to step outside. And we're going to drop a rest here. Nope. No, not that. Here. Alright. And honestly, just raiding dungeons on the side of the road here is just pretty fun in general. Drop another dungeon 1 save. Alright. Yeah, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Fight back. Fight back. Yeah, yeah, harder. Harder. I implore you. Come on. Show me what you got. I will not tolerate you being such a punk. You are getting pummeled into the ground. Anyways, Harambe singing Hallelujah. Banana. Banana. Ugh, sound like one of those minions. Huh. Lower floor, I guess? Ooh, Hellfire. Yoink. Get some of that Res XP. Damn it. Of course, it's been a while since we got a level up. That's mostly because I guess we gotta raise our magery skills too. I've already maxed out my monk skills, so I gotta raise the monkey skills. Cause, let's see here. Yeah, hand to hand is at 100. Gotta get speechcraft up to 100. We're only level 11. We're increasing our strength and personality, though, looks like, so. Mysticism's looking kind of weak. Acrobatics is not bad. We need to train acrobatics more, you know what? Yeah. Mercantile needs to be raised. Alteration is junko. Restoration is meh. Con and illusion are definitely pretty low. Destruction isn't at that bad at the moment. But yeah, we definitely need to fix our situation at some point. Amulet. Gold. Yoink. I guess Harambe is just like your stereotypical imperialist British explorer, you know? This is just archaeology. If they didn't want me to rob this place, it would actually be guarded by something other than the undead. Mummy's curse? More like mummy's treasure. Move over, King Tut. I'ma punch your ghost. Huh. I have more health than that. And you have, like, none. Restoration is meh. Harambe the stupid, Harambe the foolish. Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic. And don't let any 7-foot tall gorillas tell you otherwise. Yeah. To be fair, I mean meh as in it's pretty low. Like it's only at 21 when it could be at like 59. Maybe 67, you know. Maybe. Um, Alright. Oh, great. They're gonna... Okay. Oh, great. Oh, God. Get your... Son of a... Okay. Alright, we gotta... I should save more often. I'm playing Morrowind. I like how I've dragged you into the heretical pits of hell by making you say 6-7 once, and now you can't stop. We need a boondock teenager meme for 6-7. Oh, damn it. Okay, hang on. I gotta... There we go. I just set my auto run back to normal without having my caps lock all jank-a-jonk. Fight back! Fight back, fool! Fight back! I'm gonna punch you right in your upwards extended skull. Okay, you are fighting back. Good. That's what I like about you. Respect. Oh, and you're going to hide behind a shield, huh? You think that's going to save you? Okay, I mean, to be fair, you are taking less damage now, but still. Come on, get up. Get up. Bow! Back down. Okay, this is just torture. This poor Bone Lord. Like, seriously. Ugh. Here, we'll take the Soul Gem this time. You know, it's just archaeology. Just early archaeology is what I'm saying, you know? Like, it's not that bad. It's not like we're grave robbing. Grab the gold. You know, just yoink. Common amulet only costs 2 gold. A little bit of guar hide. Nothing of value in here. Bro, employees in effective defense strategy, Harambe. Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Yeah, like, all I can imagine is Harambe seeing the Bone Lord activate the shield and be like, "Oh, you fool, now I'll take less damage!" And then Harambe is like, "Good. I love my playthings. Extra durable." Wait, what the fuck? Come here, ghost. 1,000 punches of knockout. You think your foolish spells will destroy me? Ha! I am a master of the Monkey Muck school of Monkey Mucknism. Harambe the Barbarian. Yeah. My blade has a 100% decapitation chance. My blade has every single enchantment known to man. Every last one of them. Alright, now we're going to drop Dungeon 2 save. Yeah. Come on. Oh my god, I can actually hear him on the other side of the door. Imagine you are the most aura farming coolest character ever, and then your enemy is a monkey business gorilla banana Pope Harambe. Ow. Okay. Damn it. Alright, well, at least we have our Dungeon 2 save. Harambe getting farmed. They're grabbing runes. No! Stop resting at that bonfire. Alright, let's see here. What form of fuck you do I implore? I guess Fireball. When in doubt, Fireball. I did not ask how big the tomb was. I did not ask if your grandmother was out of the way. I said I'd fucking cast Fireball. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, you know what? Here. Do I have any standard restore health potion? You know what? If I'm ever gonna drink them, now would be the not time. I got a quality restore magicka. Don't fail me now. Okay, let's see here. I need a quick freaking get out of quality restore health. One of those suckers. Oh, I think you hit the one fireball in that fight. Yep. Alright.
No.
Damn it! Alright. Alright. I need a better strategy. Because apparently, freaking Ornstein and Smoke here. Rame is cooked, lol. Yeah. Like, seriously, a freaking frontline skeleton with a katana. Or, it's just a great sword, but still, a massive sword. And then there's the guy with the bow. Here. Let's. Alright. Maybe if I just try to kite one of them. Maybe I can just pull one of their attention. Alright, looks like I've pulled the archer's attention. Oh crap.
What the?
Alright. I landed a critical hit? I'm sorry, what game? Okay, you know what? It's now or never. It's now or never. I managed to actually defeat one of them. Come on. Don't fail me now, punches. Don't fail me now, punches. Please. Please. I'm telling you. Don't fail me now. Don't fail me now. Flurry of blows. Let's go. Let's go. Break some bones. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Who's tough now? Get dunked on. Yeah. How'd that feel, Smoke? Yeah, I took Ornstein out of the way. Wasn't that hard, was it? Yeah. Get dunked on. Nice. No, skeleton duo. Is this too easy for you? Ugh. That was rough. I think that was one of my hardest fights that I felt like was doable. And honestly, I'm glad I felt like it was doable. Because it actually was doable. I managed to actually do it. Okay, these arrows gotta be worth something. Let's see here. Shock arrows. I'll just sell those in the next town over or something. Poor Sands and Papyrus. Okay, but which one was which? Ugh. Papyrus over here is like, yeah, you won't last very long with my special attack. And then Sands over here, it's like, hey, take second hardest fight since the Dark Seducers. Oh God, holy shit. Hmm, I need to heal up in here. All right, this got me a amulet of rest and a feather belt. An amulet of health! Schrodinger skeleton twins. It is unknown who is who until they are observed, collapsing the possibility of one timeline. Now, do I have... Okay, I didn't link it to any of these. However, I did see it. I'm glad I remembered that I do actually have Wild Open as a spell. Hopefully I can actually get my alteration up now. Just using Wild Open. Alright. See what this thing is. Just a chitin short sword. Gotta be chitting me. Or kiting me, but still. Yar-har, matey, you are a pirate. Alright. Let's see here. So, I got some enchanted items now. Let's see here. I got a couple of rings. I got my amulet of slow falling. I need to remember to use that more often when I'm in the air, I guess. I now have these two amulets, which look like they might be useful. Amulet of rest might be more useful. I don't think I've had a belt on before, so I'm going to equip my belt. Oh yeah, I forgot you actually got to click it onto yourself. Yeah, so 20 points for 10 seconds. I mean, yeah, that should be enough if I get like 20 over encumbrance. I should be able to feather myself with an enchanted item to be able to like just haul something around. And did I really just walk past a pile of gold on my way in here? Wow. Well, that was a successful expedition. You know, the Gilnith family might disagree, but with my excursion, you know. But you know, it is what it is. Alright. Actually, hang on. Let me... Grr? Alright, come along. Grr! Alright. Let's hit the road again. And see what adventure takes us to. 20 points, 10 seconds. It can probably be casted over and over again for about a minute. Also, that gives you 0.01% enchant XP, so win-win. Yeah. I need to remember to use my enchanted items more often. You know what? I need to do an enchantment only run at some point. I need to do another you know what? I got more ideas for challenge runs I can do. Cause yeah, let's see here. So far I got a few ideas for challenge runs I could do, and I could probably put this up to a poll. Um, let's see here. So there's beating Baldur's Gate 3 as Dagoth of course taking Dark Urge, the Dark Urge Origin run. I could beat Arena as a burglar, and of course I'll actually dump a bit of Leo Raw's lore dump in that challenge run. So you know there would be a little bonus there. Or I could do an engine run in Morrowind where I play as Engine from Crash Bandicoot and only use enchanted items. Even if it is minuscule, it is nice. Yeah. enchantment items only, or I guess crafting only. So basically, I would only be allowed to use like an artificer's get up, so I could only use bludgeoning weapons and let's see here. So I'd allow myself to only use blunt weapons, enchanted items, armor expertise. I could of course wear up to heavy armor. I'll have that just down. Um, and let's see here, alchemy. I'm allowed to use potions. However, I'm not allowed to cast any spells or use any other weapon that's I either don't have enchanted yet, or I have yet to, or I have enchanted myself. Like I basically I can't use any items that have been enchanted already, like pre-enchanted. Like basically, if this was in base Morrowind, I wouldn't be allowed to use it. This sword right here, I would have to make some similar to it myself. Basically, the make it myself class. Welcome to Drainum. If you're not checking in at the spa, you say, you're possibly passing through on the road to between Almalexia and the East Coast. In that case, you might want to pick up some supplies. You see, they keep trolling me with Almalexia. Here's the real deal. Big Boy Pants challenge run Skyrim Day 1 build. Try not to crash. Tell me more about this town. Well, you see, this is a small holding of the Great House Indral. Oh, neat. Well, I think we should be best friends. Let me just raise up my speechcraft. I would like to get your diplomacy stat up to 95. There we go. And let's see what you got for sale. Let's see here. You got dinners, you got bread, you got bone wool boots that are half broken, or 3/4, or it's 2/3 of the way broken. Um, you got a somewhat dinked up axe, got a shitting helm, a steel shield, some robes, some clothes, a quality restore speed potion, some shoes, formalities and mirth. Yeah, you got some odds and ends, some trinkets here and there, but like not really much, huh? Hmm. Let's see here. Would I be able to sell you? Guess I'll sell you this amulet, a couple of rings. You know, just sell some expensive jewelry I've just picked up along the way. Actually, I'll take that back because that's a little too far up your alley. So let's see here. Let's see if I can get this for 100. When Harambe walks in the room, the diplomacy stat starts apologizing. Yeah. You dare refuse my offer? That was a perfectly fine deal. Thank you. Holy crap. Ugh. Alright, let's see here. So, she mentioned a spa.
Under sun and sky, Outlander, we greet you warmly.
So, Necrom's to the north of us. Merlag and Almalexia are to the west of us. And Bosmora is to the east of us. Huh. Isaac, quit staring. It's rude. Alright, so is this spa, or do we just... Nope. Let's see what the spa is like, because, you know, she mentioned a spa, and, you know, it's like a spa sounds like it would be nice to check out. Certainly there's a spa around here that I could dip my toes in. Nope, that's a shack, someone's house. That's another house. Someone else's home. That's a house. Whoa. I thought this was actually in the water for a second. I would like to sell it to you for 100 gold. Don't be ridiculous. Okay, 99 gold, you say? Well, that's perfectly acceptable. Yeah. Yeah. Jeffson's shack. Certainly, this tall, elevated build. Isaac, quit playing on the foundations. You know what? Here, Isaac. Gare, stay here. I'll be back. Gare. Yeah, just don't bother the locals too much. All right, let's see here. Boat building shack. Nice, nice. Can I learn more about boat building from this?
Seen any elves?
Uh, yeah. So, anyways, can I learn boat building from this rich guy? Sawing these planks is hard work, but when I'm done, the ship'll be a beauty. Nice, nice. Here, I'm just gonna admire spam you. Let's be friends. Isa is practicing her moonwalking. Just leveling up a little. Just a little. Just a little, just a little. This is what high personality looks like. Just let me get it up to 80. Let me just get it up to 80. At the very least. Here, I'll just leave him at 100. 100 reputation sounds nice. Alright, now this is the last building. This has to be the spa, right? I'm starting to think I was being gaslit, Let's see here. Local map. Doesn't even show up, huh? Well, damn. 10 hours later, just a little more, guys. just a little more. So there's the boat building shack. I mean, she mentioned a spa, but like, there's a boat building shack. There's the Jeffson shack. I don't think we've been introduced, traveler. I'm Darren Indeville. How can I help you? Well, I guess there isn't really much you could do to help me. She did mention a spa, though. I swear she mentioned a spa. I could have swore I heard you're here to visit the spa, but is there no actual spa here?
I'm not busy now. What do you want?
I mean, there's an equipment shack, another boat building shack. It's just your shack. Always happy to chat with people I like, and I like you. Yeah. What services are around here? Well, I have a selection of goods here. Okay, cool. Alright, so there's no spa. How are they building a boat in an enclosed shack? Where are they going to put it? Row on a dirt floor? Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, Isa. Grr? We're going to Necrom. Oh, wait. Grr. Yeah, I didn't mean to tell you to stay. Grr? I meant to say come. Grr. Yes, let's go to Necrom. So we can necromance. Ha ha ha. And I guess we are hitting this road, so on the road again. Alright. Got Isa behind us. I'm just gonna hit auto walk and we're just going to strut along, you know? Just nice and relaxed. Uh-oh. I disconnected my hard drive. Damn it! Just adjusting my seat, you know? Ah, crap. Yeah, that always sucks because it just crashes my Morrowind because it's attached to my hard drive. Damn it. Oh well, let's reload in. We didn't go far. I need to reset my chair setup or something. Get like a proper desk or something. Alright. Let's see here. Getting that. Alright. I do kind of like how in the Xbox Morrowind, there's actually like tips along the loading screen instead of just all of the like enemy types and it just says the enemy's name, you know. Like, yeah, this is a Bone Lord. Yeah, but look out for hunters, or hungers. And oh yeah, there's Ogrim. Those guys must be nasty. You know, like instead of that, Xbox Morrowind is like, so if you run around really hard, you're going to lose fatigue, and that diminishes your attack chance, your casting chance, and just about everything. So don't lose fatigue and then try to fight. You will die. You know, like those kind of tips are actually in Xbox Morrowind as loading screen tips. You know, back when they actually cared about gaming, they actually gave you loading screen tips that were actually like, huh, that's useful information. Alright, let's go ahead and drop these down. And get set back up. Xbox was released like a year later, and with probably less expectations of people reading the manual. Yeah, fair, but still, like, the fact that I see so many people, like, on Reddit talking about, oh yeah, like, how do I even play more when there's, like, no actual guide to this game? Like, if you play Xbox more, when you'll just randomly see a loading screen tip that will basically tell you something huge. Like, I remember when I first played Morrowind, I actually saw a loading screen tip that said, fatigue affects everything you do, so don't fight tired. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? And I even decided to, one day, like, I guess it didn't really dawn on me, because one day I was playing a mage and it really sunk in when I tried running a mile, like straight up full sprint a mile, and I noticed that my fireball spell dropped its spell casting chance because you could see the actual chance like this down here in the bottom left. Like there was something like this, but it's like blown up a little bit. You can see it all over my channel, my full Morrowind playthrough, but that red bar actually counted as a spellcasting chance, and I noticed that bar would go down, and I would actually go to my spell list, and I would notice that the chance side would decrease, and I would be like, wait a minute, the red bar is tied to my stamina! Also, you kind of have to be on the loading screens half the time in Xbox, so it's important they look nicer. Also, people on Reddit are asking on Reddit instead of reading manuals or Googling, so yeah, yeah, fair. Ugh. Yeah, but I think it is kind of funny that Xbox Morrowind straight up has those tips. Like, And it also just randomly will show controls. Trying to think of what all tips it actually, like, I remember one tip I saw that really made me think because, like, when it came to Morrowind and Oblivion, like collecting the souls of your own summons, like that wasn't in Skyrim, and a lot of people like to say that that's a bit of an exploit. Yet there's a loading screen tip in Morrowind that says you can collect the souls of your summons. Like, just straight up, like, that's the whole text, and I think it actually shows a golden saint next to that text too, like as a hint, like, hey, summon these guys a lot. They give good souls. These guys drop the good stuff. Average Reddit post, guys, how do I walk in the game? Yeah. And then you have one person saying hold W, and then the guy is like, actually, I play on Xbox. So it's like, well, in that case, you would just hold forward on the analog stick. And then, of course, someone else would be like, oh, well, I don't know what Xbox controls are. I only play on the superior version, the PC version. Like, come on, both versions are perfectly valid. Like, like, yeah, sure, you can mod the PC version, and I mean, wow, this forest is looking nice. Just look at this! Hang on, let's take a second just to appreciate this. Oh, can I look up? Thank you, game. This is nice. Okay, that's right! Oh, I'm walking into a tree. Damn it. Developers working on Xbox One, I recommend Exploits because screw manual soul farming. Yeah. Yeah. Though to be fair, the fact that people consider it an exploit, but it kinda is a game tip, it makes me a bit torn on it because if the game itself is telling you, hey, you could do this, is it truly an exploit or is it just intended game design? Like, it feels like it's intended game design at that point. When the developers themselves point out something you can do in the game that breaks the game, but still. I mean, it only partially breaks the game economy. Alright, Isaac, grr, stay here real quick. Grr. Yeah, because, like, you still need magicka, and you still need to go find the right spells to use for Soul Trap, though, to be fair, once you know where the Golden Saint spell actually is to acquire, then you can kind of just acquire an infinite supply. Though at the same time, Summon Golden Saint is also one of the most expensive conjuration spells in the entire game, so just spamming it and then spam Soul Trap at the same time would in fact be very costly. So, like, you would need to be like an expert of conjuration and at least a novice of mysticism to be fully efficient with it. What's your deal, Salos? What do you want now? Well, I don't know. You, what do you want? To be your friend? There we go. Best friends forever. Develop, yeah. So, let's see here. Got any advice? Well, if all it takes is a little persuasion, a flask of Tavani bug musk is what you need. It makes even an orc charming. And, tell me a secret. Well, you're an outlander. Maybe you don't know about the kinds of Daedric ruins we have here in Morrowind. Daedric cults worship the bad Daedra. You can learn more about them That's at the temple. Anyways, long ago, before the temple put a stop to it, people used to worship bad Daedra, like Molech Bal, Malakath, Shogorath, and Mehrunes Dagon, at Daedric shrines. But lately, since the Emperor came in, some people have taken up worshipping the bad Daedra at these old sites, and I warn you, these are dangerous places. No, seriously, scroll soul farming. I never do it and it sucks. And I don't think soul trap summon is an exploit, especially in Skyrim where it's easier to buy them with busted alchemy farms. Yeah, yeah. Tell me more about Daedric cults. Well, the temple forbids the worship of the four bad Daedra. Mehrunes Dagon, Malakath, Molech Bal, and Sheogorath. But it's a big island, and there's a lot of wilderness, with lots of old Daedric ruins just waiting for a new group of worshippers. The Ordinators have their hands full with heretics and dissonants at home. They can't go out chasing Daedra lovers. I want dissonance. Mom, we have dissonance at home. Dissonance at home. Maybe you guys don't have Daedra worshippers, but like, there are guys who worship Daedra, and they are bad. Harambe is from Daedra land. Or is from Daedra land. Oh, really? I read that first thing wrong, I guess. Tell me about Necrom. I'm heading there. Ah, well, the vast necropolis of Necrom lies on a peninsula on the east of Morrowind, and is the final stop of Veloth's path. It's a unique, spectral significance to every Dunmer in this land. It is both a place where the cremated remains of our ancestors are inherited in the one where their spirits are usually contacted. For outlanders like you, there are fewer reasons to visit. Hmm. Well, it just so happens that I'm worshipping Daedra, and I was getting information for that, so I could grab a book on Daedra worship. Ha 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 ha. Anyways, they will never know. Alright, what's down here? Storage room, eh? Scuttle. Yams. I guess it was worth the XP to come down here. I mean, there's spider webs down here. Yeah, just alchemical ingredients. I guess if I was an alchemist, oh my god, I was looking at the MGA lore UESP page, and it looks like an enemy stand, lol. Oh god. Alright. Oh, I just walked the door open a little more.
You may speak.
What's your deal? Greetings, traveler. You're on the eastern fringe of the Enderal Heartlands, at the edge of Lon Orthan Forecast, with the Nether Thrill out of the east. What may I do for you? Well, first you could drop the attitude and be good friends with me forever. Well, if you say so. Oh god. Hang on. There we go. Well, if you say so. Now, tell me more about the Lan Orthan. Well, this lush forest follows the route of the Orthan River, and is home to many of their council's manors and estates. Where the forest has been cleared, the ground is fertile and good for a variety of crops. On the other side of the expanse from this, you will find yourself at the Altarethan, where roads begin to converge on our great capital, Alma Lexia. Speak to our scout, Celos Dorithi, if you want to know more. Apparently, Imga cousin is marinara meatballs. What? Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, he says so. We can like. I keep getting hints to go to Almalexia, but uh, is Almalexia actually here? Like, can I actually get to Almalexia, or is it still not finished? Grr, come along, grr. Because I mean, out here, there's so much about Almalexia, Almalexia, Almalexia. But like, I keep like, hmm, interesting. Imgar are known to practice courting rituals, though not much else is known. Harambe, who admires everyone he meets, why does nobody love me? I mean, to be fair, with this high personality, it's probably more of, why does everyone love me? On the road again. It turns out that when you go to the unfinished part of the map, there are unfinished parts of the game. Yeah, I suppose, but still. Like, everyone over here is just talking about Almalexia, 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 Almalexia. Like, yeah, half of me is saying Almalexia might be somewhere out here. Half of me is saying Almalexia could not be out here no matter what. Because, I mean, I already saw some paths that led to empty roads that, well, led to dead ends. Supposedly leading straight to Almalexia. Hmm. I guess if I had the right mod to fully fill out the rest of the map with all the unfinished parts that were just like cobbled together quickly, then I guess I could go to Almalexia and see like a construction sign like Almalexia coming soon. Oh yeah, and I guess I could use auto walk. Great. Rain. Got an egg mine. Alright. Well, it seems we have a bit of an alcove out here. We can probably head north soon. Oh, rain is stopping. That was some brief rain. Like, probably the briefest rain I've ever had, like, in Morrowind. I guess there is some occurrences even here in Florida where rain occurs like that, where it's like, it's now raining. It has stopped raining. Just, ugh. I mean, this is just nice. Just this strut. Like, look at this angle of this strut. Someone needs to make this, clip this and make it a meme. Just, like, clip out the port and then put it into, like, a video editor and just play, like, White Putin music or something. White Putin. White Harambe. Apparently the native Imga culture food is canopy rats. which they climb up under and catch them, then turn them into meatballs. Huh. Again, signage. Necrom, Salen, Sator. Alright, well, we got a city up ahead, a town. I mean, Thanksgiving is soon. I got some mangoes that are starting to go overripe, so I do have to puree them and put them in the fridge eventually after the stream. Eventually. We still got some time before I'll call it. Maybe another hour. Hang on. So we got the Haunted Hound Inn. And we got a Guar pin? Also, every native in Valen Wood, Emga has a title like Baron, Duke, or Earl. Hang on. We got a Guar pin. I'd like to park Isa in the Guar pin. Come on, Isa. Yeah, how does this feel, Isa? Oh, yeah. Now the main problem. Getting out of the Guar pin. Oh, here we go. Alright, I did not think this through. Well, Liza, how was it? Back here. Grr? Stay here. Grr? Yeah, how does this Guar pin feel? Uh-oh. There we go. Alright, got out of the Guar pin. Yeah, okay. Well, let's drop a in-town save. I mean, this is a beautiful looking place. I especially like the Guar pin. I wish it was designed more for designed more Isa friendly. You know, like if they actually had like a gate here that you could open and close, so someone guiding in a Guar could actually guide in a Guar and leave. Look at that, we got another Pack Guar here. We can't talk to him. Well, let's go into the Haunted Hound Inn. This looks like a nice place. Holy crap. Hello, Chilmy.
Can I help you?
Welcome to the Haunted Hound Inn. Looking for refreshment in the middle of your journey? You've come to the right place. Oh, perhaps you could have a nicer attitude with me. A little bit nicer, you know. Oh, hang on. So close. There we go. Now what you got for sale? You got the goods. The good goods. The real good goods. And I mean, I could even... Ooh. Ooh, could I trade scum? Hang on. I gotta... Alright. Here, it's been a second since I've done a diplomacy save. This would technically be a bit of a diplomacy save, because what I'm about to do, I'm going to see if I can break the game a little. I want to see if I can... actually, I just realized I probably don't need Sajama for anything, really. But I could use it in a pinch. Got Jaga, Manas, Mazte, Goya, Sheen, Sujama. I don't really have any good alchemy skill, but still that's Sujama. Do I need it? You know what? No. I'm deciding against it. Because I'm using hand-to-hand. I want to go full hand-to-hand.
What's your problem?
Greetings, Imga. Stopped at the Haunted Hound looking for beds? Or is it food, drink? You have to talk to my wife. She's running the bar. Well, perhaps we could be good friends too. Since I'm good friends with your wife. That came out wrong. Yeah, he doesn't seem to like me as much as his wife. Come on, dude. Just park it into 100. Good lord. This guy has not seen 100 once. Oh, damn it. I had him at 100 per second. I guess he doesn't like me because I am good friends with his wife. Okay, I'll have him at 96, whatever. Alright. What's the latest rumors? Well, I heard that Sinraman Monastery at the coast was hosting one of the buoyant harmonias. Quite a privilege for a place in the back end of beyond out here. Nice, nice. I'm sorry, did I cut in line? I don't think we've been introduced, traveler. I'm Rentus Imnor. How can I help you? Well, perhaps we could be good friends. Come on. Okay, there we go. That'll work. Little advice. Well, the further north you go from here, the more mountainous the terrain becomes. Once I've been through Boethia's spine, however, the coast and plains on the northern peninsula should provide easier travel. Of course, then I'm relying on Telvanni hospitality. Although there are Imperial holdings as Helnim and Firewatch. Ooh! The Imga history books shows that there were once a monkey prophet in the first era who did public service for a century for being a simp. And he had a vision and wrote the Elysian Doctrines. Okay. And what about you? I mean, I guess that explains why MGA get an increase to their speechcraft and mercantile. I don't think we've been introduced, traveler. I'm Frumni Ilzy. How can I help you? Well, perhaps we can be good friends. I'm getting my speechcraft very far up there. There we go. Good friends with you now. Alright. Let's see here. What's my speechcraft at? It's 83. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And I got 7 personality points. Do I want to invest points into luck? I guess I should start investing points into luck as well. I guess maybe I did invest. And what was my specialties? Or specialization is stealth. Doesn't show what my favorite skill attributes were. Oh well. Well, I guess if we really wanted to, I could just sneak up here and grab a bed. Because, I mean, like, I could buy a room, but at the same time, no one's looking. Like, there's literally no guards up here, or no reason why I couldn't just... Okay, that's a good reason. You know what? That's a very valid reason. That is an especially valid reason right there. When I fail both alteration checks. Damn it. Actually, there was more I could explore. You know what? Let's check the back, see if there's anything special, because I don't think they'll stop me if I just up and walk back here, and
What's he doing here?
there is no freaking way. There is no freaking way. I mean, seriously. The fact that this is an inn, and I could get away with just walking into their bedroom and sleeping in the owner's bed, their personal bed, for free, that is actually hilarious. You know what, here, I'm actually going to use their bed just to see what all their rooms look like on the inside.
There's someone watching you.
You know, I love Morrowind's freedom. I love Morrowind's freedom and all of its stationary AI. Ugh. Like I swear, the characters are just unresponsive in general. Oh, and I can just break into here. Harambe has 83 speechcraft. It wasn't for free, but something else. Imga's practice courting rituals. Ugh, that is hilarious. Alright. Okay, Desert Sweet Barrel. Alright. Alright, that was a failed check. Here, I'm basically just going to get some alteration training in me. You know? Just breaking and entering in order to just get alteration training. I also need to grab a levitation spell. I wonder if Necrom's Mage Guild is going to sell an alteration spell. Alright, that's 4 fails. But of course I'm sneaking, so they have no way of knowing. Alright, so if I just continue doing this, I'll eventually be able to break in. And get yet another room. This one's even more cramped. It has a personal I wonder if this was the room I could have bought. Average stealth gameplay, door for 10 hours. Yeah, just trying to pick a single lock. Though to be fair, at least now I'm actually training my alteration skill. Dun dun do 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 dun dun. Alright, let's try this again. Eh. Well, let's rest until it's 8 in the morning. And then we'll just grab Isa and hit the road. And of course, everyone's going to be surprised when all the rooms are just unlocked and fully open. With just like Imga hair in each and every bed. Alright. Oh, actually, I guess there is another section over here. I guess is just the rest of the inn, though, isn't it? I mean, it's a nice stop. Like, it's a pretty cool place. I like this. You know, I like walking the roads because of this. Because I get to see stuff like this. Now I got Necrom and Salen this way. You see they got a little water well too, isn't that neat? Alright, Isa. Let me, Alright, Isa. Grr! Let's get out of here. Grr! Isa? Isa, it is literally a guar pin. You should be in familiar territory. Thank you. Alright. Time to hit the road again. On the road again. This isn't even stealth, it's magic. Stealth is worse probably because it is worse probably because lockpicks are rarer and only have 20 uses or whatever. Yeah, fair. So now we're just strutting down the road once again. Great. We got cliff racers on our 6. Alright, well, guess we're gonna have a bit of a rough one. Alright. Is Isa doing good in the bridge? Okay, good. I'd love to just nail this cliff racer. Get nailed. Bink! Yeah, how'd that feel? Here's another. Yeah, it didn't feel great, did it? Can I cast a fireball? No. No, I cannot. Well, damn. How funny would it be if if you swarm to the middle of the square pit where Almalexia is supposed to be, and it's just full of 10 million slaughterfish? Yeah. Or swam. Yeah. Let's see here. So, we currently have the Firebite ring equipped. So we're just going to use that, because it seems we're out of magicka. So yeah, let's see here. Flame Bolt Ring. Oh yeah, it's Flame Bolt Ring. Alright. You know, just do a little bit of damage. And now I just wait for the ring to recharge a little. I think it would be impressive to see Harambe swarm into the middle of the Almalexia pit. Yeah. This cliff racer just must be in the most precarious situation. I mean, he's stuck in the trees, and there's just a 7-foot tall gorilla just shooting firebolts at him from the road. And he's just like, stop it! But he can't really move or do anything about it, so it's like, he's stuck there permanently until I finally kill him off. Might be out of your ring's range. Death. Alright, that was fun. Here, let's rest on the road. The fact that that incursion there took 2 in-game hours is actually hilarious. And I'm sorry, what game? Weren't I? Oh yeah. I guess rest until fully healed, not rest for an hour. I was one. Whoa, Blue Betty, bam blam. Whoa, Blue Betty, bam blam. Blue Betty interrupted my rest, bam blam. She done did her best, bam blam. Whoa, Blue Betty, bam blam. Alright, well, we might have a town or a dock town or something up ahead. I guess we can stop by whatever town, village, or city is up ahead. I think it would give mainland Morrowind a 0 to 10 because there has only been one pickled slaughterfish barrel salesman so far. Yeah, good old pickled slaughterfish. Yeah, but man, that one challenge run video I'm working on, it's actually taking long enough to like figure out how to get a good voiceover for it that I'm actually starting to write a script for it. And I actually managed to get like a 1.5 hour video set up. All I have to do is like put voiceover over it, get a script running, and even with the script, I might shrink it down to like a mere hour, maybe half an hour at the very bare minimum. Oh, look at this. We found a farmhouse. Well, you know what? If there's a farmhouse here, there might be a town nearby. I mean, farmhouse is neat, but, you know, nothing I ain't seen. I've seen a few farmhouses out here already. Oh, we're starting to go into Telvanni area. I think I see muck sponges out in the distance. Perhaps we can find a mighty muck shovel. Wouldn't that be nice? Here, let's auto run, auto walk. Now we're on the beach. This is nice. Look at this little mud crab beach. Isn't this cool looking? I think it's really cool to see. There is an ancestral ruins right there. Okay, he's fighting. Oh no, that was just the main theme popping in. Is it beach episode time? I think after we raid this ancestral ruins, we might actually wrap things up at the beach. Yeah. So yeah, I mean there is an ancestral ruins out here, and it does look like. Hang on, I'm starting to notice it on the map. Necrom is up ahead, like pretty close. We've gone like halfway there. Like we've at least walked 67 miles. Ugh. All right, Grr, stay here, Isa. Grr. And let's go ahead and drop a Dungeon 1 save. And let's go punch some ghosts and skelebros. Alright, let's see here. Lock level 20. Would you look at that? I just so happen to have a spell specifically great for this one purpose. Here we go. Now to leave this area. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa. Squidward on a chair. Alright. Rest until fully healed. And you know what? I think it's time to test out a bit of a spell. Let's see here, because we got Banished Daedra 10 points. Didn't we get an insight spell? There we go. 15 points for 6 seconds. We cannot cast it though. It takes 76 mana. Literally the opposite. Okay, I'll stop before I say it. Yeah, but we do need a little extra magicka if we want to use it. Okay, whatever. Oh well. Locked door, good thing I have a spell specifically for unlocking doors. Fails 3 times. Yeah, I need to get enough magicka to be able to use insight. Because I don't even know if it's worth it or not. Hmm. We do have a Bone Walker down here. It's only a lesser, so... Not really worried about that. Come on. Get back up so I can knock you back down. Oh wow, his head freaked all the ways out. Yeah, so we got a sword over here, just a regular steel sword, a bone, and some bone meal. Meal for your bone. 76 isn't a good number either, with how that game launched. Yeah, literally the opposite of 6-7. I'll stop. Alright. Alright, let's go into this door. And oh, we got some ghost. Thank goodness I'm a Ghostbuster. Na 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 na. Punch a loving ghost. Na 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 na. Ghost Puncher. Now who else is out here? Oh, look at this. Uh-oh. We got a Bone Walker. Well, I got a bone to pick with this Bone Walker. I would like to walk his bones. Hold on. Oh, so you think you're real durable with your shield, huh? Well, good. I love my playthings extra durable. Okay, keep mistiming it. Come on. There we go. You want to power attack as they get up, so they stay down for a little longer. Because the further you get them into the negatives, the better. Because, of course, they won't get up until their fatigue goes back to positive. Kind of one thing I like about OG Oblivion, because in OG Oblivion, you could essentially make a NyQuil spell that can keep someone unconscious for a pretty long time. And it's just cheaper than paralyzing them. I've always wondered why they're called Bone Walkers, but they don't walk ever. Oh, and my restoration is increased enough that we can actually level. Nice! I should probably invest in luck. I need to invest in intelligence at some point too, but you know. Here, well, let's finish clearing this ruins, let's finish clearing this archaeology site. That's what we're calling it. Because this is all just archaeology, you know? It's just archaeology. There's no grave robbing here. No, no, it's not grave robbing. It's archaeology. We're just excavating, that's all. We got a bone walker. He seems to be walking his bones way down to this side. Alright. Rambe doing archaeology without his copper brush. Ugh. Yeah, guys, it's just archaeology. No need to freak out about this. Nothing wrong with this. I'm certain that old Grandma Luanthopol the Third would love to be excavated. Yeah. Alright. Let's see here. It does look like there's a bit more we can explore and check out. It does look like there is a bit of a close off there. You know, perhaps if I go back to this bridge, I can actually check out these other segments that I couldn't reach normally. Because I do see a scroll over here that I would like. Okay. Maybe if I just do this here. If I do a little bit of hardcore parkour in the opposite way. There we go. Ooh, Scroll of Warrior's Blessing. That looks nice. Fortify attack. If I start missing an opponent, yeah. Well, we do have an enemy up ahead. Looks like a bone walker in the water. Come on. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you get afraid? Are you a little scared? Are you scared that I'm beating the living crap out of you? Are you scared of the 7-foot tall gorilla pummeling your bones to dust? As you're stuck in the water, unable to get up. Jesus Christ. Huh. That felt like 7th degree murder. They call this technique the Eugene sequel. Eats the bone meal. Wait a minute, I just realized bone meal is made of human bone in Elder Scrolls, and you find potion effects through eating ingredients. So to be an alchemist requires cannibalism. No, it's just archaeology. You know, it's just archaeology. Nothing to freak out about. It's just a little archaeology. Can't have archaeology without a little of an acquired taste. Ugh. Well, anywho, oh, a brass candlestick, a broken vase or urn, common pants. Well, looks like we got a bit of a passageway here. There does seem to be something over there that I can't quite reach. I guess I could come back to this part Skyrim's Numerous cults are the greatest archaeologists of all time. Yeah, see? Nothing wrong with a little archaeology. Okay, now seriously, where's this other Skelebro Zombo ghost bro? Possiblo? Because it seems like there's another red circle here, and I'm just not seeing where it connects. Perhaps it's something up here, but at the same time, this way just leads back there, so I'm not seeing it. Did something get stuck in the ground or something? Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I do see that there's something over there, though. If I had levitation or a jump spell or something, then I could get up there. But it does seem like there's a little bit of, in the way, you know? And yeah, there are enemies nearby, or at least an enemy nearby. Some sort of enemy somewhere that I just can't seem to find. Perhaps it is underground somewhere. Some muck here. An iron dagger. A steel dagger. Not bad, not bad. Oh, look at this. There is a convenient cave in over here. Sticking through the wall. That I could probably hardcore parkour on. And I could probably utilize this. Okay, never mind. Apparently not. Do have Sujama over here. Those look like more of that stuff. I'm just too fat to fit through any of it. Well, I did manage to jump through eventually. It's a common ring, an apprentice probe, and a bargain rising force. Would you look at that? Well, I found the extra exploration tool that I needed to complete this dungeon. Okay, so let's see here. It was actually this side, because this side is where all the cave-ins occurred. So, let's drop a Dungeon 2 save. We eventually, telekinesis. Yeah, I'm out of magicka. Out of magicka. Oh well. Let's see here. Bargain rising force. Let's see here. Bargain rising force again. Quality rising force. Nice. And I do know that bargain rising gives you enough as is. And are you kidding me? Hang on. Since when was... What? Okay, I could have done that the whole time. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, that's actually hilarious. So that just means that this path is blocked off. It doesn't mean this here is blocked off. Huh. Well, there's still an enemy in here. I just can't seem to find it at all. Whatever is down there. But hey, at least we used the exploration tool to grab some exploration tools. So now we have an emergency rising force potion. 2 of them. So for next time, if we ever need to levitate, there we go. And now, we can step out here. Let's go ahead and rest up. Alright. And of course this will also level us up. There we go. Yeah, so of course we do want to have a higher personality. Maybe a higher willpower for better spell casting chance. And a little extra luck. You can't believe how easy it is. You just have to go a little, and then suddenly it all makes sense. And everything you do turns to gold. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. 108 health. We still got our 60 magicka, 121 stamina, or fatigue, 69 strength. Nice. Let's see here. So we got our 84 personality. Good lord. And of course our 56 endurance, 51 luck. You know, it just affects everything in a little bit. You really found the last mouse tool. Okay, let's grab Isa. Grr. Let's go along to the beach. Kill some mud crabs. Grr. And of course we're going to, well, wrap things up at the beach. And then next time we'll finish our great journey to Necrom. Because of course I would have took a Soul Strider, but like, who needs to ride when you can just walk and get a good view? And I'm sorry, are those floating rocks I see? I swear, there's floating rocks out here. Wait a minute. Land has yet to load in fully. Never mind, I guess. Yeah, I guess those rocks are fully in the land, aren't they? I just could have swore they were floating. But yeah, let's kill some mood crabs, because that will get us some good XP. Perhaps I can use destruction. There we go. Killed one mood crab. There we go. Killed a couple mud crabs. Good for you, Isa. Punch this mud crab some. There we go. Alright, well, we killed some mud crabs. We're nice and relaxed here on the beach by this cargo wreck, it looks like, of filched cargo. I guess we can drop an on the road again save, and in the next episode, 20 gers this time. Oh wow, really? In the next episode, we can run all the way to Necrom and fully do that, but that's going to be a good place to wrap this up. This is going to be it for the rest of the stream, the rest of this episode, the rest of this stream for this week. This has been your bro Frostbrew, and I think I'm going to catch you on the next one. Later! And yeah.